Hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast. Today, we'll dive deep into our stories and ideas about the entertainment world. Today, we have with us Mr. Vamsi Bandaru, who is a producer, animator, a game developer, and also a professor. He's also a co founder of Guru Films, which is a production house and made many acclaimed Telugu and Tamil films like O Baby, Sakini Dakini, and Shahasam Swasaga Sagipo. So, when somebody asks you what do you do, so how long do you take to introduce yourself?
I struggle with it actually. I don't know what to say to them.
Okay. So, how did you get into this field of VFX? Was this your initial career or?
No, it wasn't. Actually, I'm an architect by training. Then I went into production design.
Okay.
So production design is called art direction. It is very close to my heart. That's where I started from. Then I went to do my master's in the US, and then I worked on many interesting things over there. So that's where game development came into, where I worked on VR. I also worked on AI in the edutainment sector. So like we were trying to design intelligent toys, but this was all happening in 2006. So we were way ahead of our time. Then many things happened. I worked in Silicon Valley for a while for a startup. That didn't do so great. Again, working on things that are a bit ahead of your time is always dangerous in that sense. But the fact is the US is fantastic for such work. Then what happened was I had also worked on animation for a while during this time. And through contacts, an offer came for me to work, to basically handhold an animation studio project that was about to happen in India.
Okay.
And that was for the Times Group.
Okay.
So I came in to mainly be a creative lead for that, or creative head, you may say that. Someone who's in charge of scripts, someone who's in charge of pre-production, etc. And the idea was for us to tie up with the animation studio and let them be the partner who would handle all the animation studio. Now this was all happening in 2008, and due to various reasons we found out that one, the Indian industry was not ready for theatrical animation. You can say that the Indian industry is not even ready still, except the fact that 3 months back a movie called Mahavatar Narsimha released.
Yes.
So that was a blockbuster that everyone has been waiting for 20 years now.
But a lot of people didn't like it. They didn't like it in the terms that it was animated. A lot of them from my family felt like it was, I may quote, Pillala movie. It didn't have real humans in it.
Yeah. See, that is a generational thing here. We faced that issue even in 20 years back. Animation ante pillala cinema ne antaru, but that's a generation thing, right?
Yeah.
But there are enough young people, by young I mean under 40s, who have grown up in animation, on animation.
Yeah.
So they've seen Doraemon. They still see Doraemon. IT desk lo కూర్చొని side లో ఒక window run అవుతుంటది.
నేను కూడా షిన్చాన్ I
Yes.
watch.
So animation has become part of our life for the under 40 generation. So that's big enough market. And they are the market, any which way is considered prime market in the entertainment industry. They are the ones who will go multiple times. They will see it multiple times on OTT. They will consume it in a very different way compared to my parents, your parents, and all of that stuff. It's fine. And the fact that it happened was itself a miracle. I mean, that story behind the screen will come out. There are enough YouTube videos about those makers. They struggled a lot, but their passions, you can see the passion and how much blood and sweat went into it. So congrats to them, they made it. And because they made it, suddenly I can tell you there are almost 10 to 15 theatrical projects being developed right now, animated theatricals.
Okay.
That's the good part. The not so good part is they're all based still on mythology. So we seem to be heading into an area where we are still mostly thinking that almost all our children's entertainment, animation or gaming will be mythology based. So we are not able to break out of that. Mythology is important. Like even if you go to an industry like the Chinese animation industry or the Japanese animation industry, a lot of their work even today has mythological elements in it. But the fact is that they also do other stuff,
Mm.
or they do new takes on mythology.
Mm.
So, it's a growth thing. But I'm very happy and thankful that that movie came out and did such numbers.
Yeah, it did.
I want to add
Mm.
another big phenomena that is happening in the market right now is Demon Slayer, which is an anime film.
Yeah.
This film is running houseful in towns like Kakinada, Khammam, Warangal. You would not think there are people who consume Japanese anime in such towns, but it's running full houses even now.
Mm.
And it's mostly 90% composed of people who've never seen that series on TV, who've never read those comics. They are going just for the hype. And when they go with the hype in that crowd of people and jump up and down, what they do is that Demon Slayer becomes part of their their living experience. So now, just like Doraemon was big, Shinchan was big for your generation, now you'll see Demon Slayer becoming a big thing
for the next
in the next 10-15 years. So even in like towns and villages, you will see animation content start being consumed more and more. And some very stylish films are coming up now in a couple of months.
Okay.
You'll see if you go to villages like in UP and Bihar, you'll see them wearing anime t-shirts. It'll usually be of a couple of characters. It'll be a Naruto.
Yeah.
Or it'll be a Jujutsu Kaisen.
I think most of them just wear the t-shirts because it's trending and a lot of them wear it.
Exactly. They don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
They think it looks cool.
Yeah.
But now you have the film which comes out, and then Jujutsu Kaisen film is about to come out. So what they thought was cool, now they'll be seeing it on screen in a much more, stylistic way. And there's an expectation that it will do as well as Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has made a ridiculous amount of money. It's close to 100 crores in the Indian market.
How much of the VFX planning goes in the pre-production? Like when you're shooting a movie, do you plan that, this is where...
Ideally, it should all be locked up on the pre-production stage, at the storyboard stage.
Okay.
But but Indian films don't do storyboarding in general.
Okay.
They do, now they're slowly realizing that's how important storyboard is, especially when it is high VFX content.
Okay.
So slowly they're realizing that importance. So now you see better VFX happening. If you don't do storyboarding, your VFX budget will go sky high, because each and every time when you ask for changes, it's going to cost the producer.
That was actually my next question. Do you face any budget issues with VFX?
Yes, we face an issue primarily that directors in the industry, both in TV and film, have not come with a very strong pre-production training. They all have extremely good dialogue, actor delivery, camera angles, that technical aspects, they're extremely good at it. But they have not grown up on a strong pre-production. So what happens is, many a times they'll go on set and say, what are we shooting today? That shouldn't happen.
Okay. Which of the Indian movies do you think was a flop in terms of VFX?
Flop in terms of bad VFX, huh?
Yeah, it had like a very bad VFX. They must have done something with it, but they didn't.
I think Adipurush probably, because you could clearly see the passion in it, but then it fell down at certain stages for its execution. You also need to keep in mind that animation projects are long projects. Like a typical movie, if you have a good script and you have the dates for the actors and the talent, you can finish shooting it in 3 months, another 2 months of pre-production. So in 6 months, you can wrap the film up. An animation film, just the production stage, will take you 2 years.
What is the difference between CGI and VFX?
There's no difference.
It's the same?
It's the same. VFX means visual effects, right?
Okay.
It can include computer-generated stuff. It can include physical stuff. It can include camera tricks. It can include, like for example, you can do digital rain, but also you can actually have a hose and create physical rain and do different effects with it. So that includes the entire thing. CGI is just a part of VFX.
Okay, so now moving on to maybe some interesting questions. What was the craziest producer problem that you've ever faced on set?
Craziest problems always come from the entourage that actors and actresses bring.
Okay.
Almost always the drama, unnecessary drama, is created by people who are not really involved in the production.
So one of our questions was, would you ever make a movie that talks about or shows about the chaos of making a movie? If yes, how would you think that would go?
I want to make a game what's done it. Basically,
Oh.
a film producer.
Okay.
I think that's a fantasy that many people think.
Okay.
I'll make a movie.
So who do you think would have the power to kill others or slap others or go very violent with
On
others?
set, in front of camera.
Yeah, like the game you're gonna make. Who do you think you'd give that powers to? The producer?
See, the game I would love to make is where you're a film producer and you
Okay.
bring all the elements
Okay.
and you see the chaos.
Yeah.
See, most film people are eccentric people.
Mm.
So they're natural characters.
Mm.
Of course, I don't want to reveal who that particular person is,
Yeah.
right? You can directly.
Yeah.
But a person inside the industry will know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
But not too crazy. I mean, like you're seeing more craziness in social media now. Social media celebrity circles, reality TV circuit, than film people. Film people are crazy, but not that crazy.
Films or OTTs, which one do you think is very mentally draining and
OTT.
economically draining also?
OTT, simply because film is what? 2-hour film, 2.5-hour film. So 2.5 hour or double that amount of footage that you're going to shoot. OTT series is 10 times that, right? So you have to shoot that many amount of minutes, which means that much amount of planning that has to go, and that much amount of both pre-production, production, and post-production has to come. So it's more draining.
If you have you ever faced any budget issues with the director? Like you maybe locked the budget
Yes,
and then
a lot. Budget issues happens a lot with directors, especially directors who don't plan their work. For example, they think there's a song, but they can't conceptualize a song. So the dates have come, the actor is ready, but this man doesn't know what the song is going to be. So he starts making up stuff. Maybe I'll have this many tube lights here. I need 100 tube lights. So random stuff like that. And then you realize, then you ask him, why do you need that? They won't have an answer. They're still ideating. A good director will ideate that at the production phase itself. And a good producer will also be able to discipline the other. See, the production at the end of the day is time and money first, then quality, right? The director, it's different. For him, his priority is make sure the actors are acting well, and make sure I shoot on schedule. Second priority. So make sure that everything, all the elements come together is how you make a successful film, ideally on budget. If you mess up one element, the film usually goes over budget.
So you made Oh Baby.
I was part of the team.
Yeah,
who
you
made
were.
OB.
Yeah, you were part of the team. So it was a remake. It was a remake of a Korean movie.
Yes.
So what are the cultural elements that you added in Oh Baby that you are very proud of?
I wouldn't say proud of it. I think, we were proud of one aspect is we were able to communicate that emotional angle. In fact, I would say it's even better in our film compared to the Korean film. The Koreans are emotional people, but I think the actors also made a big effect. So the actors that we chose were extremely experienced actors who can act out. I mean, these guys are like legends. They're natural actors. So if you give them good material, you will really see the effect that they have. They will take the material that you give it and take it to the next level. They were able to do this.
Next time, let's say you're shooting a movie and one of us from our class has a weird request to be on the set. Would you approve of that request?
Yeah, I will approve. Yeah. As long as you maintain.
Can I make a request, sir? Will you take me to the set?
Yeah, set, definitely.
So you also mentioned to us in the class that you worked with RGV. So how was that experience?
Right out of college, I joined Verma Corp. That was what it was called then, on road number 45.
Okay.
So nowadays, Jubilee Hills road number 45, you know how it is.
Yeah.
It's very busy.
Yes.
That time, there was barely a road there. That's it. There were some houses, and it was a very scary place at night. This is 2003. So I was I just finished architecture, and I was like, what do I do? Through friends and family, I realized that they was looking for some people who can sketch well, who have an architect's background, for some architectural details in a film. That's all I knew. Then when I was called there, it was for a science fiction film that he was planning, a grand science fiction
What
film.
was the film?
It was called Chennai 3000
Okay.
and Bombay 3000. He was planning to shoot it in 3 languages.
Okay.
So they had to create the city of Bombay or city of Chennai in the year 3000. For that, they needed an architecture student. So I came in, then we did some modeling, we did some artwork and all of that stuff. But that project didn't go anywhere because the Indian market was not ready for 100 crore, 300 crore market film, which is what the dog cost.
Was he back then exactly like the way he is on camera these days?
Yeah, he's actually the same person. Actually, that man hasn't changed. I didn't sit with him in sittings and all. I was.
Yeah, you were
just
still
a
a
fresh,
part. Yes. Yeah. So he's exactly the way.
Yeah, I had 2 or 3 interactions with him where he came with a couple of his ADs, and he went through the designs and gave good feedback. His vision was always been very strong, that he knows what it is about.
If you had to make Oh Baby with, let's just say, Bollywood actors, who would you cast in the role of Samantha, Rajendra Prasad?
Rajendra Prasad, we know there are enough character actors that coming out of it. Maybe one of those. I don't know the names though. Not good with the names. So, actress for Samantha, you would need someone who looks early 30s, late 20s, right? And we usually make a calculation based on what their market is. So Samantha, Oh Baby, end of the day, she's leading the film, right?
Yeah.
It's not the hero film, it's a heroine.
Yeah.
So then you would think in Bombay, who has a market, who can open such a movie?
So
Do you
it
know
all
any?
depends. Huh?
Do you know any? I don't think there is. I don't think there is someone
I
who
think
can open a
Alia
movie.
Bhatt
Yes, good. Alia Bhatt is good. So yeah,
Alia
she
Bhatt.
would be good.
or I think Alia Bhatt. Deepika Padukone, I think now if we
You may not
cast her,
fit that role.
no, I
so-
think now if we cast her, the entire Tollywood would have a problem, and there'd be trolls on people who cast her.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Now that they've removed her, I don't think if somebody else casted her, people would go all gaga over, oh, me Tollywood ki support cheyaru, like they're outsiders.
It's all made up stuff. People have too much time. So
Okay. So now we'll go to another segment of our podcast, which is called This or That.
okay.
Okay. Animal or Arjun Reddy?
Animal.
Why?
I think animal is more. I like the scale of animal. Arjun Reddy. It's like I've never seen a film like Animal. It's so unique in that sense. The whole. It breaks so many rules also, filmmaking rules, but it works. It's like it's almost claustrophobic, high intensity, 120% film. So in that sense, I like Animal more than Arjun Reddy, which is more of a character study. It also hits tones which are very common in that Edupu section of society in Rajasthan.
Yeah, and if you had to choose between your movies,
Yes.
Oh Baby or Shakni Dakni?
Oh baby.
Then Oh Baby or
Oh baby.
Oh, I didn't even give another
Because
option.
I see, Oh Baby is the only film in that film which you can watch anytime,
Yeah.
multiple times,
Yes.
not once or twice.
Yeah. I don't like to watch it. I'll tell you why. Because I cry towards the end.
Which means the film is working.
Like, even though if I watched like the third time, the fourth
Yes.
time, even then the Edpu comes and I'm like,
Which is what makes that film a classic. So that's our only classic film we made. So obviously that film comes first.
thrillers or comedies? Which one's fun to make?
Hard to make are comedies.
Okay.
Easier to make thrillers.
Which
Fun to make. Both can be fun, but I would say, see, if you're an actor-director, like a director who loves actors, who likes to see the jugalbandi on screen, then comedy films are better because if you have good comedians, they'll innovate on
Yeah.
screen, literally. So someone like a Jandyala or a Pedda Vamsi films, I think they're before your times. If you want, you go see such films like April 1st Vidudala. Those are classic comedy films written by writers who know comedy well. So those must be great experiences. But thrillers can also be fun to shoot because you can do a lot more experimentation in some ways. This is a more director's thing.
Have you, like, do you ever know while, like, let's say they're making this is not a this or that question, but when you're making a movie, do you already, from sitting afar, can you say, oh, idaithe pakka flop enduku teestunnaro?
I don't have the talent. My sister has it.
Okay, so she can tell you the flop enduku
She seems
teestunnaro emo.
she has a very good eye for film, in the sense she's like, idi manchi script. Chustune she can see the raw footage and say this is going to be a good film.
And
I don't have it.
which one of the movies that she guessed is pakka flop, and then that was...
Oh baby, we saw some of the shots being shot. We saw the script and we knew this will work anytime. Our flop films, Sakini Dakini.
Not yours, but in general ఏదన్నా
In
ఇది
general,
స్క్రిప్ట్ చూసి ఇది వర్కౌట్ అవ్వదు అని అనిపించింది ఏదన్నా.
But we produce so many terrible films that it's easy to see that. I'll tell you why such films get made. See, the industry works two ways always. Before, how the industry used to work is you had a good story, you get a couple of writers to sit on it, attach a director, so he starts coming to those sittings, attach a music director who will start composing songs. They'll all be sitting in 1 or 2 rooms having chai 24 hours a day. And the producer will keep coming and say, hey, enta indi, how many scenes I've done.
Oh, by the way, that's exactly how our assignments also work.
So yeah, you're on the right track there. So
Okay.
that's how it's done. And when it's ready, the actors are lined up and then that's done. And now a lot of films, how it's done is, even before you have a story, you go and lock up a hero's dates. And then look for a story to fit whatever he's trying to project his image as, or what he wants his fans to look for. So what happens is you're trying to see stories which will fit into a situation and all. Unfortunately, that's not the best way to make films.
So, other question is OTT or theatre? Which one do you prefer?
Growing up in the 80s and 90s, I was not a theatre family, so we didn't used to go. Theatre was not big. Apparently, it was big in my parents' time and grandparents' time. So not exposed to theatre at all. Zero exposure. My main exposure to theatre started after I was married. So I married someone who's from Bombay and was a Maharashtrian. As you know, Maharashtrian theatre is huge. So I was able to attend a student play, and for them, theatre is probably higher status than film. So a lot of energy, creative energy, goes into their theatres, including their student theatres. They have these huge theatre festivals every year where all the major schools who are known for their theatre programs send their best performances, and they go and perform live, continuous 8 plays a day for 3 days. So I was luckily able to attend one in Ahmednagar. And the passion there I saw blew me away. So that was something. So theatre, I think, is very special in that sense. It's very raw.
Would you rather appeal to a pan-India audience or the local audience? Like pan-India success or local success? Which one would you prefer?
I love money too, so pan-India always works.
Okay, so Tejasvi said you'd say pan-India and I thought you said local. So she wins. Would you like the old school way of making films or the AI version of making films?
AI version, there's no AI version of making films as of yet. The maximum we can make is an ad film. So 30 seconds to a minute is what we can currently make, and not just make, we can only make certain kind of ad films, let's say. Very flashy camera angles and all of that stuff. So AI is at it's a baby stage, so we don't know yet.
Box office success or national award?
I think I'll take box office first.
Okay, DSP or Taman, which one would you cast in your films to have a big musical hit?
Good question. I don't know about this. I really don't know.
I'll give you a second to think.
Tell me their best work.
Taman and DSP.
Hmm.
Taman, I think, almost.
What's his best work till now?
I think Alavaikuntapuramlo. He did a good job. After that, కొంచెం repeat అనిపించింది.
Okay.
DSP అత్తారింటికి దారేది, Son of Satyamurthy. I think that was his peak.
Okay. So, unfortunately for you, my sense of music is very bad.
Okay.
I can't tell the difference between either of them.
And RGV or Sandeep Reddy Vanga?
RGV always. Because RGV can pull multiple genres. One of my 3 favorite movies includes RGV's film, which is Kshanam.
Okay.
I can watch Kshanam every day.
Yeah, same. Would you rather shoot in a Hyderabad location or a foreign location?
I would rather shoot, if I'm a producer, foreign location is more easy because crowd control is easy. I will take you to a set and see how people behave in set, how stupid people are. The minute it's a set, they'll just come and stand in front of a camera.
Okay.
Random people who are not allowed to be there. They'll just stand there and they will not move. If you take a stick and hit them, even then they will not move, because that's the magic film has.
Do you get gossip on set? Like, how much gossip do you think you get on set?
It's all gossip.
Correct
It's all
question.
gossip. They get bored. Shooting is very boring. All
Let's
they do
say
is gossip.
there's an actress on set, and let's say she got divorced recently or anything of that sort. Would the
Right.
rumors fly about saying, "Oh,
Yes.
it happened. Oh, why do you think it happened?"
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the segment is over, sir.
Right.
Another question is: have you ever regretted saying yes for a film?
To make a film, produce a film.
Yeah. చెప్పిన తర్వాత ఓ షిట్ ఫస్ట్ షాట్ చూసి ఓ why did I say yes?
See, that call in my company is not made by me. It's
Okay.
made by my sister. She's the lead founder of that studio. I am second. I do support basically in that sense. So whether to make a film or not ultimately rests with her. And she has, yes, made 3 films, which are 2 of them which are stuck, which are regrets, yes.
How much do you think AI has grown in terms of VFX? Are they using AI in VFX now, or?
Yeah, so AI is interesting because a year back I would say AI is going to become a very big part of VFX, but the growth of AI has stalled. So I don't know why. Maybe some AI expert can tell you, but currently it looks like AI is still a few years away. But parts of the VFX production cycle, AI is already part of it. As an example, AI is very good at generating concept art. So that can be, it's very, very good at it. It's very good at still images.
Yeah.
So there it can help.
Now, since you've mentioned Adipurush was a VFX flop, which one was the best VFX ever?
Telugu films, no?
Yeah, Telugu films.
Okay. The best film, VFX film of its time is Maya Bazaar. That,
Yeah.
for its time, it was world-class VFX.
Yeah. I love watching Maya Bazaar, especially when the food is just going round and round in the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so another question would be, if you had to give one advice to your students and you wish somebody would have given it to you earlier, what advice would you give us?
okay. Good question. Are these all filmmakers or what are they? Journalist students?
Anything, like advice about life. Like don't smoke, don't drink, maybe something like that.
No. Do all that. Figure out for yourself. But I would say is read more.
Okay.
By that I don't mean social media posts. I mean books.
Yeah.
And doesn't mean the latest novels, etc. But read. Our issue right now, as of now, is that our writers are coming from a generation which basically hasn't read much, which shows in their thought process and the overall lack of depth. But there are parts of India where reading is still a big part of life. You see the quality of art coming from. You wouldn't expect good visual art from people who read, but yes, it does affect. So, for example, in animation right now, some of the best animation comes from societies where books in their language. Vernacular is still strong. So you'll see extremely good art coming from Eastern India, from Kerala, Maharashtra, Gujarat, where even now vernacular books, people are writing vernacular books, people are reading a lot of vernacular books. They don't just read vernacular, they also read other books. So you have people reading English, they'll be reading history, blah, 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 blah. They will not just read novels, right? So I think Telugu industry is suffering because our vernacular industry has collapsed.
If you had to make a movie with people in our class, what would be the plot? And who would you cast?
Oh, that was easy. Actually, even before I entered your class, the first time itself, easiest would be a horror film, right? I would have a mascot gone
Who would
crazy.
you cast as the ghost?
As a mascot killer.
Killer or a,
Who should be someone who's not obvious, right? Or who should be obvious. Who would I do cast as a killer? What's his name? Give me the list of people.
Shaurya. Shrike.
Shrike would be a good one. He'll die in the beginning, but then you see that he didn't.
I think we should show him this podcast. Okay. So also, sir, I'd like to wrap it up with this question.
Yes.
Who's the best host that you've ever had an interview or a podcast?
It's you.
Thank you, sir.
I haven't had interviews before. You're the
Thank
first.
you. Thank you very much, sir, for being on our podcast. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
Also, another question. If, let's say, one of us gave you a bad review on one of your films, would you ever hold a thing on us saying, oh, I won't give it an answer? Would you feel bad?
Why would I feel bad?
You wouldn't?
No, why? It's a movie, not the end of the world.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're not perfect products. But I would say if you want to give bad review, your review should be productive review, right? Like you should be able to point out what didn't work.
Not the ones that you get on Instagram.
I hate this movie, piece of shit. No, that doesn't work. It's not useful to anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.